Hi, this is Robert Simoes from the Debate Network, and we are lucky enough to have Cathy Burrell here to debate me against women taking control from men of running the world, let's just say. Anyways, my turn is about to end, and it's going to flip over to Cathy, and she'll introduce herself.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm happy to be here today to debate Bob anytime, anywhere. And today's topic is very timely as we almost died yesterday. So that's how men run the world. And I'm hoping that, if we could talk a little bit more about the idea of peace and harmony, women's way of doing things would be better. But, I'm not so sure. Bob has to convince me.
Okay. The question is, it is time that women take control of running things in the world as men continue to just F it up. Yes, it is time for women to take control. Men have done control for millennia, and all we do is continue to act as cavemen. Today, we are cavemen with a much bigger club. That's the problem. It's time for us to step aside and let women like Cathy and my wife and my sisters and pretty well every other woman I know take over everything. And what I mean by that is you have to take over everything. You can't let men make any decisions. Like, don't even let us run a bake sale because it will become a political firebomb once you get a bunch of men together. Some of them will come with pink icing, and a bunch will go off, you're a bunch of commies or something else. So, no, you got to keep us apart. You can't have us hanging in large groups, can't give us any decisions. Men need to drop the toxic masculinity and embrace the apron. We need to take the role of taking care of our wives, our families, cleaning the house, doing the cooking. Sure, we could go and play bridge with our friends on a Thursday afternoon or maybe the round of golf to get away. But no, as for running things, it's time we stopped. It's time we just let women run things. And I guarantee you what will happen. In roughly 6 months, the world will be peaceful. Everyone will be happy. No one will be bombing the shit out of another person. No one will be threatening to end civilization. Over to you, Kath.
Yes, Bob. I mean, like, you make a couple of good points, but, my major point is why the hell should we? I mean, we already do everything. I mean, we look after old people, our parents sometimes their husbands or partners' parents. We look after children. We have children. We do everything already, and now you're saying, hey, like, ladies, in your spare time, why don't you just go and take over everything and go ahead and run the world? And I'm thinking to myself, like, in a real world, why should we? Like, why should we take over one more thing? Why should we clean up one more bloody mess? And I mean, I understand we have children, grandchildren, etc. We don't want to send them to war. We would like some peace. But when it comes down to it, I mean, you're just asking us to clean up like another mess. So I just don't really understand how or why or what's in it for us, why we should even consider this. If by chance, there were an island that were big enough, maybe with a volcano on it, that we could drop all the men off or ship them, on a very sad little WestJet plane and never see them again. That might be some possibility that we could do where women could sit and talk and think about how we could clean up this mess. But I'm still not convinced that we should do it. I mean, sell me on it. Convince me. I mean, why exactly would I clean up a worldwide mess when I don't even want to clean the toilet after you've had some sort of bathroom issue. I mean, really, what's in it for us?
Oh, well, rebuttal is, what's in it for you is, well, you could have, if you get rid of war that men just love, think of all the money you'd save. Well, you could have full education for every child. You could have childcare available for working parents. You could have low income housing supplied. You could improve, maybe in some countries, you could improve healthcare so it's available to everyone. There's lots of reasons that are advantages for women to do it. Now, your idea, again, putting men onto an island, a group of men, all you're going to have is a problem. That's an island that's going to be Lord of the Flies, I guarantee you, right? And I know I'm not going there like that. No, I'm one of the ones who, I follow I listen to my wife, right? You know, uh,
Again, Bob, the whole embracing the apron, I am for that 1,000%. But somehow, we have got to get some buy-in from the big men, the people that are clinging to power with every fingernail they've got. And I don't really see, again, an advantage. Women don't want what men want, right? We don't want more land. We don't want to assert our toxic femininity, if we have any. We don't want to acquire more things. I mean, we've got what we need. But I think the issue is there are women out there that would say, yeah, burn it all down and start from scratch. And, I just don't know whether we could do that, because in the burning it all down, we're also going to get caught sort of in the crossfire. And when it comes down to it, like I say, women want peace. They don't want this blah, blah politics.
oh, Cathy, you ran out of time. Blah, blah, blah. Politicians. Yes, that's us. It's true. Look at Jacinda Ardern in New Zealand. All she accomplished, right? Well, breastfeeding. See? Man, like I said, you got to understand, we're simple. You give us three things. You say to a guy, here's three things, go get it at the grocery store. If you add a fourth thing, they're going to forget it. And writing it on a list does not help, because we'll just forget the frickin' list, right? So we're simple. We're not capable of doing it. You say about the bra, and well, take all these toxic bravado male masculinity, and take them to all these places like Gaza and let them work out their toxicity on cleaning up the effing mess that they've made. Like starting with BB and Donnie. They should be right there leading the thing. And if they drop dead of a heart attack, well, it was tough. Right?
Completely agree, Bob. I shouldn't agree with you in a debate. I mean, that's not the spirit. But when it comes down to it, I think, again, convince us. I mean, look, we already know that we can live with men if we ignore them. We can live with some of this, World War III stuff. I mean, we've got to do whatever we can to kind of, save ourselves and our people. But when it comes down to it, I mean, the mess that's been made to the point where, people are threatening to get rid of an entire civilization. I mean, that has gone, beyond the ridiculousness. I can't imagine any woman, and again, if women were in charge, that would be one thing. I mean, we wouldn't be judged for not coming to work if our kid is sick, even if you're in the White House or on Parliament Hill as the Prime Minister.
Well, you're out of time, Kath. You got to listen to me now. No, I'll tell you what. You said sell it to you? Okay, here's my final offer. This is a really good deal for women. Okay? Why don't you try it out for, say, 6 months? And if you're not really happy with how it's going, well, you can return it, no questions asked, get a full refund, and go forward. Please, just help us get out of this mess, because we're incapable of doing it.
Yes, incapable is the word. I mean, things have gotten to the point now where anything a woman would do would be 1,000 times better. And I think, again, this idea of just working together hanging on to whatever power we have just to continue the world as a completely new situation would be worth doing it. But like I say, your argument is weak, Bob. I'm sorry. But, and all those men wouldn't volunteer to go to the island. So,